Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to use the Immersive Reader tool. I'm going to start with it in Canvas, but you can use Immersive Reader on other websites too. To help you remember the name of this tool so you can ask for help with it, you should know that the word immerse means to be soaked in or completely surrounded by something. When you jump in a swimming pool, you get immersed in water. The Immersive Reader kind of makes it seem like you've jumped into the words you need to read. So let me just show you. On this page in Canvas, I have some text that I need to read and learn from. When I click the Immersive Reader button, it's going to take away all of these buttons and icons and anything else that might be distracting me and let me just focus on that text. In Canvas, the Immersive Reader button can be found in the upper right corner. The icon is a picture of a book with the speaker icon. So now that I've clicked Immersive Reader, you can see I am essentially immersed in this text. This is really helpful to me as a learner because now I can focus. Now, when most people use the Immersive Reader, they do one of two things. They either have it read the words out loud to them, or they make it translate the words into other languages. So those will be the first two things I show you how to do. Getting it to read the words out loud to you is pretty simple. You click the play button at the bottom. Now you won't be able to hear it read in this tutorial, but what you will see is the screen will turn gray and it will start moving along the words one at a time. So as it was moving along, it was reading to me. That was a little bit fast. You can adjust your reading speed by coming down here and going to the speaker with the gear on it. And I can drag this to make it slower towards the turtle. And if I drag it towards the rabbit, that makes it faster. And I'm going to slow it down just a little bit. You also can have the voice be either male or female. So you can see that moved along a little bit more slowly. If you need to reset where the Immersive Reader will start reading when you click the play button, you just click the word where you want it to start. So let's say it reads this sentence to you, and then you're like, oh, what was that? I don't need to start all the way at the beginning. You just click at the start of the sentence. You'll notice sometimes when you click words, it will give you a picture that can help you understand the word. And if you only need one word read aloud again, you will see a listen button right here. Okay, so that's the first basic thing most people do with Immersive Reader is just use the play button to read out loud. The other thing is translate. So let's say I read this in English and I did okay with it, but maybe English is not the language that I speak at home. It wasn't my first language. And I want to try it in my own language. The way you do a translate or translation is you come over here to the book, reading preferences, and this part is translate. I can choose the language that I want to translate it into, and there are lots and lots of languages. Since I know a little bit of Spanish, I'm going to translate to Spanish. And some countries or some languages will have different countries or areas of the world with them as well. I'm going to do Latin American Spanish. Right now, it's set so that it will translate one word at a time. So let's say I don't know this word in my home language. I can click it. It gives me the English. Then it gives me the Spanish as well as the picture. The other choice for translation is to translate the entire thing. So I'm going to turn that on. It changed it into the other language I wanted it in. Now when I click play, it's actually going to read it to me in Spanish. The other awesome thing is once you set up that translation, you can now switch back and forth between the original English and Spanish. This is really going to help you as a learner because you can use your own strengths in reading and then continue to build on those using your own language. So those are the two basic things about Immersive Reader. One was the play button. The other one is the translation feature. Now I'll show you some of the other features of the Immersive Reader. The two A's are your text preferences. The first one is text size. So I can adjust how large or small the letters are. That's something that people also use Immersive Reader for. Even if they don't need things read aloud or translated, sometimes just making the text size bigger or smaller can help you read more independently. The increased spacing function, you can see there it's off, here it's on. That just puts more space in between the letters and can be helpful. Some people can read more easily if the font style is different. And I'm clicking on different styles here, and you can see how the letters look different. Some people read more easily if the background is a different color. So that's available too, just by clicking down here. Another set of options is your grammar options. You can have Immersive Reader break longer words into syllables by turning this on. This is really helpful if you're still learning longer words because it breaks it into parts for you to sound out. You can also have Immersive Reader show you which words are nouns, which ones are verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Finally, going back to reading preferences, you have an option on line focus. Right now, I can see all of the text at once. Some readers prefer to focus on one line at a time. So I turned on line focus and it's highlighted just this one line. You can also have it show 3 lines of text, and there's also an option for 5 lines of text. I'm going to turn line focus back off. The picture dictionary is provided in conjunction or together with a program called BoardMaker. The picture dictionary is what causes those pictures to pop up whenever you click on a word. Let me go back into the reading preferences. If you don't want the picture dictionary, you can turn that off. And then we've already looked at the translate feature, which is really useful. So those are your basics on using the Immersive Reader. Again, in Canvas, the Immersive Reader is found in the upper right corner. You can also look for it on other websites like Flipgrid. In this case, it doesn't say Immersive Reader, but it has that book and the speaker icon. I hope you found this video helpful. Please leave me a comment if you have any questions or suggestions for improvement. Otherwise, please enjoy using Immersive Reader to read and learn.